I'm just their servant. But while I was driving, my eyes landed somewhere they shouldn't have. I was terrified the young master would punish me. To hide how nervous I was, I quickly rubbed my eyes and then touched the back of my head. But my strange behavior caught the young master's attention. He asked if we were passing by some kind of holy place. I had to make something up on the spot. Following his lead, I just pointed to a big tree on the side of the road and said it was a sacred tree for the locals. That's why I always pay my respects when I pass by. The couple had just gotten back from America, so they completely fell for my made up story. Watching these two high caste people get fooled so easily, I suddenly felt like the rich weren't so smart after all. After I dropped them off at their destination, I decided to head back to my home village for a visit. On the road into the village, I kept honking the horn to get everyone to come out and watch. Then I parked the car right at the entrance where everyone could see it. Under the envious stares of the villagers, dressed in my nice clothes, I was suddenly the center of attention. It felt amazing, my ego was completely satisfied. But my grandmother wasn't proud of me. In a place with a strict caste system like this, my family name is from the very bottom. Our whole family, more than a dozen of us, is crammed into one broken down hut. The head of our family is my grandmother. Everyone in the family, no matter how old, has to go out and work, and every penny we earn has to be handed over to her. My grandmother doesn't care how I'm doing. All she cares about is how much value her descendants can bring. To keep a tight grip on me, her new cash cow, my grandmother had already arranged a wife for me. But after getting a taste of the outside world, how could I be willing to tie myself down here? I'd already seen what happened to my older brother. Once you get married, you're trapped in this poor, remote village for life. This time, I didn't give in. I told my grandmother I didn't want to get married yet, but she didn't care about my feelings at all, and she demanded that I be married by the end of the year. I got angry and told her, not only was I not getting married, but I would never give the family another penny again. One day, it was the master's wife's birthday. The two of them went to a nightclub and partied all night long. I waited outside the club until late into the night. Finally, they stumbled out, completely drunk. The wife, on a whim, insisted on driving the car herself. As their servant, I didn't dare refuse. I was forced into the back seat and became a passenger. But the wife, who had never driven before, kept going faster and faster. Suddenly, a little girl ran out onto the road. The shock of the accident instantly sobered them up. After the car stopped, I was the first one out to check on the girl. But when I saw that the person we hit was a low-caste girl, I stopped the young master who wanted to take her to the hospital. I told him that around here, poor families have a dozen kids. It's normal. Many parents don't even remember all their children's names. Something like this would never even get the police involved. Then I pushed the two of them back into the car and drove them away from the scene. When we got home, the first thing I did was clean the blood off the car. Thinking back on how I handled everything, I felt a secret sense of excitement. When the young master was in trouble, I was the one who stayed loyal and took care of the problem. Maybe this would make me the master's most trusted man. But my naive hopes were quickly crushed by reality. The next day, the rich man, the head of the family, heard what happened and called me inside. Everyone's attitude towards me was